The CBC's Cameron McIntosh is in Washington with more on this historic nomination and now confirmation. So, Cam, it was a long process. How did it all culminate today?
Well, ultimately, in the end, the ayes have it. Now, there aren't any real surprises here today. The Democrats went into the Senate vote with the votes in hand. They knew that they'd be getting support from three Republicans, Lisa Murkowski, Mitt Romney, the one-time presidential candidate, and Susan Collins. So they knew that they had the numbers to confirm Ketanji Brown Jackson. But this has been a long and very political process. This will be seen today as a victory for President Biden. He made this promise to nominate a black woman to the Supreme Court back when he was running for president, back in the primaries. It was one of the promises he made that really started to build up support for him in the black community. So this is President Biden coming through on that promise. And obviously a historic moment for the United States. 115 justices have sat on the Supreme Court through its long history. The 116th will be the first black woman. So supporters today of Ketanji Brown Jackson saying that they're looking forward to seeing new experiences, new perspectives, and basically new life experience on the Supreme Court.
Now, we did mention that it was a long, grueling process for Ketanji Brown Jackson. We carried some of those confirmation hearings on our programming. So what kind of opposition did she face from Republicans?
Well, with everything in Washington, everything's political, right? And we've seen over the course of the last couple of Supreme Court nominations during the Trump era that things got very polarized. When, historically these nominations haven't been so polarized, but Ketanji Brown Jackson was no exception to the current rule here. Even though her nomination doesn't really swing the ideological balance of the court, which is still tacking somewhat conservative, she did get a rough go. The Republicans went hard after her record. They tried to paint her as a liberal extremist. They tried to paint her as soft on crime. No one really questioned her qualifications, and she does have impressive legal qualifications. She's been a prosecutor. She's been a defender. She's been a judge for the last 10 years, but the Republicans were really going after her on soft sentencing. And at times, some of the suggestions got pretty outrageous. At one point, it was even suggested that she would gladly represent Nazis and sympathize with pedophiles. So in the end, though, three of those Republicans did come over onto the side of confirming Ketanji Brown Jackson. And here we are today, now with this confirmation.
Thanks for this, Cam. That is the CBC's Cameron McIntosh in Washington.